Hello again, welcome to today's attempt of a Fibble puzzle. This is Wordle, but there's a liar in every row. So maybe the T is lying, but if it is, should it be yellow or green? Or maybe the H, E, F, or the other T is the one that's lying on that top row. The only way to find out is to play. It's auto-populated that first guess, and I'm going to make use of the fact that we've got two non-grey letters by keeping them there and seeing what I learn. Let's hope today's puzzle will not make me sweat too much. Oh, that is interesting. The T has changed colour. So it's got to be lying on at least one of those rows. It's probably the W that's lying here, just because it's a less common letter, which would mean there's no T, which would mean that it's lying there. Either way, we've definitely got an E somewhere. So I'm going to proceed with the assumption that all I know so far is we've got an A and an E. So let's try those two with three new consonants. What does that tell me? I think probably the A or the E should be green. Maybe that's what it's lying about. Let's assume that the A is lying. Then we need to find a word that goes blank A, blank E, N, possibly. Or I suppose the N could be somewhere else first. I don't know. Let's try Leyden. Oh. We've got two yellow A's here. That makes it less likely that it is lying. All these yellows do make it much more difficult because I don't know which letter is lying and I don't know which colour it should be, even if it is lying. Right. So that means the A is probably third. So let's... Okay, maybe the E was lying instead because that should have been green. Now it could be an A-N-E ending, but then we would need the L or the D to be lying here. So let's assume it's the L, because it could be plain. What does that tell me? This A can't be lying? Can it? If the A is lying because it should actually be green, then obviously the L would be first, which means it would be lying here, but then we would have L blank A-N-E, and that only spells Leanne, which is a name and not a valid word for this, I think. Or maybe the N is lying because it should be yellow? Or green, sorry? No, yellow. It is green. Or maybe this L is lying again, because now it should be green, because it could be alone. What is going on here? I've got 5 letters that are not grey. Okay. Surely the A is true. The E is true. The N has to be lying at least once, and that means the L can't be lying. It's got to be lying here, hasn't it? So we definitely do have an L. Okay, that's a good news. The N can't be lying. The N has to be lying at least once. So the L can't be lying both times, which means we definitely do have an L, which means that it was definitely lying here. So that is good news, because it means we've definitely got an A, an E, and an N. But goodness knows where. If the N is lying here, because it's second, perhaps? I mean, the O surely has to be the one that's lying. Just because it's not going to be directly after an A, and it's not going to be directly before an E. Because it's not going to be canoe, so it's not going to be an OE ending. So that means... okay. We can't have the G, because the E was lying here, so it can't be angel, but it could well be ankle. Wow, that was a twisted way to get to ankle. A twisted ankle, you might say. But you probably wouldn't say, because that doesn't make that much sense in this context. But it was a twisted puzzle. We get there in 6. That was tricky. But, I mean, I just had so many yellows. Normally, it's a struggle to get the correct letters. Here, I had the correct letters for quite a while, just not in the correct places. Wow. Let me know how you got on if you attempted this. That is Fibble. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.